It's February, just 3 months until the GCSE exams, and the 5th year of Furfield School have been taken away for a weekend of intensive revision. It's crunch time, for a school trying to prove it's worth the millions being spent giving it a fresh start.
You need to know how you're going to
If Carol McAlpine is going to meet the exam targets, 17% of these pupils will have to get 5 A to C grades.
Getting your brain to work properly is the real key, and everyone can do it. Everyone can do it. You don't have to be, you've got people that say, oh, he's brainy, or she's really brainy. It's how you keep your brain working. And the whole idea about revision is exercising your brain and getting all of these things to keep coming far, far quicker to the front of your head.
Last year, just 7% of the school's GCSE pupils got 5 A to C grades. Assistant head Jonathan Morris knows they have to do better.
It's the measure that everybody uses as to a school's effectiveness. I suppose the gold standard is how many kids get 5 or more A to C's, and we're going for 18 to 20% of the year group. That's our target, and which is low nationally, but for the area in which the school is, then that would be good progress. It's challenging but realistic. We think we can just make it, but. So we're putting out all the stops at the moment, as you can see.
There are huge gaps in the knowledge that these youngsters have, things they've missed out over the years, and we've got to try to plug these gaps now. And we've got a better idea after this weekend of knowing where everyone's individual gaps are.
Everybody said that they thought the science, particularly the physics, all the equations and stuff was really difficult. Okay? So I'm going to try and help you, right? And I'm going to try and give you 3 things that you'll know at the end of the lesson. All right. One is about speed, not the drug speed. All right. Speed and distance and time. Okay. And one is about forces and mass and acceleration. All right. So I can see you all now that you all think, God, I can't do that. All right. But I can tell you that I can guarantee that by the end of this lesson, you will be able to do a GCSE exam question on speed, distance, time, and acceleration.
I don't think we'll get 17% A to C. I mean, it was a really exaggerated target, but we're pushing to get the best we possibly can. But I'm not worried about the percentage. I'm worried about getting the best results for those youngsters. It's a race against time, isn't it? And that's what we're in.
Back at Furfield, there's a class of Year 11 who aren't going to help Carol meet her exam targets or her attendance targets. 11W.
Gordon.
Form teacher Joanne Alderson has seen her class shrink throughout the year.
Trevor.
There are now only 9 on the roll.
Lee.
How many were in the class originally?
23.
And what's happened to those 23?
I've been taken off the roll for one reason or another, whether it's continual non-attendance or just reasons. Family reasons or reasons that haven't come down to me from above.
Education Welfare Officer Judy Clayton is calling on a boy from 11W who's barely attended school all year.
No, is that George?
It's
It's
like
Craig in.
Nah. Aye, he is in bed.
Oh, man, I wanted to see him. Is Craig going to get up, do you think?
I don't think so.
Oh.
He's working it.
Can I come and give him a shout? Long. Hello, sweetheart. Well, I like the new trainers.
15-year-old Craig Cornish is one of the 11W pupils who've quietly dropped off the school roll.
What's work like, Craig?
Oh, I don't work now.
No, but what was it like?
Oh, I was born in bed.
What did you do?
Canvassing.
Were you?
Aye.
Good Lord. Did you have to go out with a suit on?
Yeah.
Oh, I had to go out all dressed.
How long did that last?
4 weeks.
Did you get any money?
Aye.
Then why did it only last 4 weeks? You got sacked?
Because I wasn't getting any customers.
I was really, but them didn't believe us, but I just couldn't be bothered. See you later.
What you have to do is you go
Is
and
it a proper
canvass and
job?
get people.
Is that a proper job then?
You know,
You could do all right, Craig, because you're a nice lad, man. People like you. You could.
No?
I know.
it's try it. I mean, it's a try it.
A-star, office applications, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Maths, you're going to get the A's. Double award science, do you think we're going to be able to push it?
I got an A in my mark.
Mm-hmm. Good,
Carol's going
So you
through
think
predicted
it's really
grades with star pupil Nicola Gray.
good. Coursework finished?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Good. What do you want to do at university? Because you're going to university.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good.
I'd probably do accountancy. I think I might do maths in case, because you do accountancy in with business.
You do.
So then
you
if
do.
I liked it, I could do it at university.
Yeah.
Because if I don't like it, I'm going to be stuck with it for 2 years.
Yeah, yeah.
But if I like it, then... So maths, I know what you do in maths, so...
So you quite like to be an accountant? Yeah, pays well.
Craig won't be taking any GCSEs this summer.
Was I written out the first year, in the second, third, fourth and whatever, was last, pure ball. Some lessons were good, like PE and that. Maths was average. Science was a bit average now. History and that was boring. Didn't like it. The teachers were getting on my nerves, you know, pure boring.
Nicola Gray's revising hard at home.
I always do well in everything. My mum always says that I always had to be the best in everything. She says I was dead stubborn when I was little. I just always get on with it.
It's a family that's always understood the value of education, since Nicola's grandfather won a place at Newcastle Royal Grammar School.
He just let me know how important the education was, and that if you wanted to get on in life, you needed education. And that we were the only ones that could do anything about it ourselves. She used to sit and read after school, didn't we?
Because you wouldn't let us go out and play till I had read my book.
But you just enjoy reading them, and once it was done, how I got to know she knew words was cover words either side and get her to read one particular word, and then you knew she was reading it, or it was from her memory.
I can't remember you doing that.
Yeah. Oh, I used to.
I can remember sitting next to you with my book, but I can't remember you like saying, can you remember that word and that word?
Yeah, I used to block words, I can remember. When it eventually does sink in and click that they're all reading it, it's just such a lovely feeling that all your hard work with them is
paid off.
Paid off, sort of. Well, not paid off, but it's achieved what you wanted to achieve.
At just 15, Craig will never go to school again. His mother signed a form which effectively removed him from the school role.
The teacher dropped it off one night and wanted it signed the next night. Do you know what I mean? Within 24 hours. It's just saying, I'm writing to inform you that I will be educating Craig at home from the 19th of January and that you can remove him from the school roll. I'd been on the drink that night and I never got a chance to really look at it. And like the next morning I was, hangover, etc. Well, it wasn't a hangover, it's just your napping. But anyway, I never got a chance. And then when I did sign it, I didn't realise really what I was doing. And I thought, well, sign it, because he's not going to go. So I've never heard nothing since. Nobody else has been. I've never heard nothing from the Civic Centre, because they usually get on to you when your kids are off so long,
When parents like Mrs. Cornish agree to educate their child at home, that child is no longer the school's responsibility. Craig may be an exception, but the 11W roll has been reduced dramatically.
I just get the register in the morning and see there's a name missing, and that's it.
So over the year,
Names have vanished.
11W, it's gone from 24 to 9.
Yes. So it's quite astounding, the drop.
The only way that long-term non-attendance allows a child to be taken off the roll is if the family can't be traced.
What's the motivation?
Probably to increase the attendance rate that Carol has to increase for the Fresh Start School. She'll have a target to meet, and by getting the total non-attenders off, it's going to bring up the records.
There was never, I think, any
Oh, no.
intention to to lose children.
But we had to, you know, we discovered families who'd moved to Scotland. We discovered families who had taken their two of their youngsters to live with their brother in London because they were in all sorts of difficulties out with school. But no one had actually ever informed school that that's what was happening.
By the end of the school year, Fairfield, once called a school for shirkers, has hit its attendance targets.
Well, attendance is 87%. That's no problem.
Is it really 87%?
Yeah, attendance in year 11 is 87%. Yeah.
In year 11?
Yeah. Attendance across the school is 87%. Yeah, we've reached the target. Yeah, it is.
How have you done that?
Because, to be honest, I mean, most of the kids attend.
Meanwhile, Craig is at home, being educated by his mother on the realities of life beyond the school gates.
Look, instead of fidgeting, sitting in the car or running around the streets, get into the careers because my money stopped in September. So? And what are you going to do then? Go on the dole. What are you going to do if you don't go on the dole? You just can't live on nothing. What would you rather do? Stand at the top of the street all day, or would you rather go and learn something? Would you rather be somewhere where you can learn something, even though you don't get paid for it voluntarily? You voluntarily stand at the top of the street. And chucking bricks at the poor security guards, and they're only doing the job. Work does not just jump out and hit you and I. You've got to go to the careers and try. You went last time. Wanted to join the army, then the fire brigade, then the St. John's ambulance.
Then the drugs.
My money stops September. I am no longer claiming family allowance, right? So if he wants to carry on wearing all these trainers and all that, he's going to have to try and get a job. Craig, you've got a chance. You're only 16. Put it down. Do you not think it would be nice to be out my way all day by getting up on a morning, going to work and coming back? Where are you going now? Work. Taking the piss. See? It's pointless trying to talk to you. You just don't want to know. Taking the mickey. Craig, don't, because I'll just hire your pals out and keep you in. I can hire your pals out and keep you in if you're taking the piss.
I'm going to.
Are you going to go to the cruise tomorrow?
Aye.
Right. That's a start.
It's early summer and the first GCSE exam. How these fifth years perform may not only decide their future, but that of their teachers and their school.
1:30, we'll finish at 3.
When you come in, you went out.
Craig has got a job working through the night on a milk round. He worries about getting up at 1 in the morning, so his family have to stay up to wake him.
A good sleep. It's the longest sleep he's had, like, I think, through the day from, like, doing the milk. You know, we're all knackered, I was on about, it keeps us all awake till we wake him up on a night time. He wanted you to stay awake from the other night. He wanted you to stay awake for him the other night. Everybody's got to stay up to wake him up. And we're all shattered.
With the exams finished, it's the end of year prize giving.
We have 2 awards this afternoon. One for the best student in the school, and one for the student who has put most effort into turning themselves around. The prizes this afternoon are digital cameras, and those go to, for the most improved student, to Darren Fraser. Darren, would you like to come forward? And the Student of the Year award goes to Nicola Gray.
In year 7, 8 and 9, I didn't work very hard at all. I couldn't care less about school. I was lazy and cheeky to teachers. My improvement in attitude is down to 2 things. First, I was willing to work hard at passing my GCSEs. I realised they were important because without them I knew I could never get a good job. The other thing which made me improve was the help I got from the teachers. They made me work hard and constantly pushed me to make sure that I did all of my work. I should also thank Mrs McAlpine who constantly put pressure on the teachers. This paid off for me as she made sure that they were teaching us properly every lesson, therefore helped me to pass my exams.
For as long as I can remember, I've always enjoyed school, and when I get a piece of work to do, I do it as well as I can. I'm not always in the mood, but I know if I don't, I won't pass my exams and I won't get the job I want. Another thing that has helped me a lot is that I've never been absent. I've had 100% attendance over the last 5 years. There's no mystery to passing exams. You come to school every day and you work hard, even if you don't feel like it.
Craig, are you nearly ready?
While Year 11 await their results, Craig Cornish is getting ready for his milk round, putting bags on his feet to keep out the rain.
Craig, when you put that on, it'll be bigger than you. Has he not got a spare painter? A big one? Just till tomorrow, and I'll give him the money in the morning. Oh, that's good, Tolam.
It's the day of reckoning. The GCSE results have come through. Nationally, 50% of pupils get 5 or more passes at grades A to C. Fairfield's target was 17%, but it's becoming clear they won't make it.
Emma Turnbull's got English.
Emma Turnbull got C in history and C in office applications.
Oh, and 2 more. We're getting quite a lot of D's, aren't we?
Yeah.
Which is, well, that's encouraging.
Yeah.
But at the moment it looks like it's less than 11% 5A to C.
Well, we haven't been through, have we, yet?
I think we seem to have 7 at 5A to C so far. Who are the other ones we could look at, I wonder?
Michael Allen.
No, he won't be anywhere near it,
No.
I think.
Mark Bell.
No.
Leanne Mills.
Leanne Mills got C for history.
She's got her English as well.
But does she? That's better than predicted.
That's good.
So, and what did she get for science?
Double D.
And it was D for maths, was it?
Yeah.
Missed it.
Nicola Gray, congratulations, well done.
Well done. Excellent. I'm delighted. Yeah, it's excellent.
Well, welcome to the Fairfield Community School. It's been a very busy day here. 73 children were doing their GCSEs. I've got some of the students here. Nicola, Sarah and Darren. How have you done? Nicola first.
I got 2 A stars, 3 A's, 2 B's and 2 C's.
Oh, that's just far too clever. Are you pleased?
Yes.
Darren, how about you?
I got 1 A star, 1 A, 4 B's and 2 D's.
I don't know. What clever children you have here. Clever pupils, I should say, not really children at their age. Carol McAlpine, you're the head teacher here.
Yeah.
Not everyone's done as well, have they?
Well, no, but we're really delighted with what we've got from the youngsters because, you know, it is a fresh start school and we've had lots of improvements we've had to make. And, I mean, 11% of the youngsters have got 5 A to C.
Yes, this fresh start is a real buzzword with the government, isn't it? A couple of words, I suppose.
Yeah.
And it does make it sound as if it's all just going to happen immediately. What sort of problems are you tackling
Well,
here?
I mean, it can't happen immediately. We're tackling a big culture of non-attendance at school and people who don't value education at all. We've got a community where there are a large number of people who are even 2nd and 3rd generation unemployed. So we've got to turn people on to education.
How have you gone about trying to do that?
Oh, well, various. I mean, how long have you got? All day. We've got work-related learning. And next term, we're actually going to pay youngsters to do work experience. And we're going to tie that in with attendance so that if youngsters can guarantee me 95% attendance and actually making educational targets, they'll be paid by this company for doing work experience. And it amounts to something like £100 for 7 weeks.
So it's really bribery?
It's not bribery. It's actually paying people to do the job that they're doing in the workplace.
Sure. No. So initiative after initiative.
Yeah.
You're doing a very good job, Carol. Good luck.
Thanks
This is
very much
Leslie
indeed.
Ashmouth at the Fairfield Community School in Newcastle.
A few teachers have turned things round. In George Cuthbertson's English department, results are well above target.
So is it 29% A to C English.
And 27 in literature.
Yeah. Well.
Can't remember what last year's was, but it was considerably lower than that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you didn't think I got it in that.
What, maths? No,
Just studies.
Office
I got
studies.
C for
Yeah. A lot of it was coursework, wasn't it?
Didn't do none.
Bearing in mind we've only had these kids for 8 months.
Yeah. With the local press, Carol defends the results and attacks the targets.
We've got 11% have got 5 A to C.
Right.
Now the Blakelaw figure for last year was 7%.
7%. Okay, because you were set a target, weren't you, something like 70?
Yeah, but I mean, the target was actually Mickey Mouse, and it's something I've taken up. I mean, don't say it's Mickey Mouse, but these were cumulative targets, just rising 3% every year. Now, the target that Blakelaw was set in 1997-98 was 13.5%, and they absolutely never didn't achieve it. You know, it was way, way down. So last year's target for Blakelaw was 16.5%. That was last year's, and they got 7%. So what it should really have been was a 3% increase on what they actually achieved last year, not on what they were set to achieve. So the fact that we've improved 4% on the previous figure of Blakelaw, we're just delighted.
So I'll give you that first. Do you have a look at that?
Just want to look.
Have that as well.
I'm sorry to keep coming back to the targets you were set. Were actually quite a bit lower than the actual national targets, weren't they? You were given sort of special consideration. How long do you think it'll take to get the school up to a national standard?
It's going to take us at least working through our year 7 that started with us last year. We're going to have to work them through to year 11 to achieve that.
I wasn't expecting as well, actually. Yeah, well, I'm going to go and tell my ma now.
If this was now August the 26th, 1998, I'd be a lot wiser as to what I was going to come into. I'd still come into it because I think it's fantastic and the challenge is there, but perhaps I underestimated really how ingrained the social problems are. When I go into people's houses, either from a school point of view or from a community education point of view, it frightens me that people still live in that way and still have those values in 1999.
It's not just getting the statistics. What I really want to do is be able to change the educational aspirations of those youngsters. Each little success you've got at that has made an impact on that one child's life and maybe their family's life. And it may be that it doesn't actually affect what they do with their lives, but it maybe means when they have children and put the children into the education system themselves, they'll say, well, I managed to get such and such, and they're going to do better, and and it just will make a difference somehow.